And now tonight, more on the story we first broke this week on WHAS 11 News. Kentucky Senate President says if JCPS doesn't improve, they are once again looking at the possibility of state control. Also this week, we first told you about the Louisville delegation of Kentucky Republicans upset with the current search process for a new superintendent. Well, today, for the first time, the chairman of the Jefferson County School Board is responding to all of that. Isaiah Kim Martinez talks to Dr. Corrie Shull.
There is an attack on public education that has begun in the federal government and is spreading across the nation.
JCPS Board Chair Corrie Shull talking to me after my Frankfort interview with Kentucky Senate President Robert Stivers.
If they don't get a directional turnaround, yeah, we're going to continue to look at, do we split the system up? What do we do?
For the first time since President Donald Trump returned to office, Stivers bringing back up the possibility of state takeover and the splitting of JCPS into smaller districts.
People who won't even step foot in our schools to see what our students are doing daily are making these grand pronouncements about a state takeover. I think that we should focus on the children.
They'll continue to look at ways to remove funding, to shift funding around, and eventually go back to one of their original plans was to divide the district up into 3 smaller districts. And I think that's where part of the trouble starts.
Former JCPS principal Michelle Pennick saw my Stivers interview and worries major changes could be coming by the end of this year.
They need to hold leadership accountable, because I think it's coming.
This comes after state Republican lawmakers from Louisville accused the JCPS board of an extremely imbalanced advisory committee and the search for a new superintendent.
There's no one representing the South End. It is predominantly represented by Democrats.
Really taking shots at a voluntary committee, a committee that is not demanded by any policy or by any state law, is a waste of time. We've done our best to have a representative from every board member's district.
Shull inviting Louisville's Republican delegation to the next advisory committee meeting next Tuesday and a dedicated focus group for elected officials next Wednesday. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
In his letter responding to the Louisville GOP delegation, Shull reminded them that JCPS is, quote, a nonpartisan institution. As for that JCPS survey that's currently underway on the search for a superintendent, Shull says they've received more than 4,000 responses to date.